Hello, welcome to this video of Tomb Raider 2 NLNMAS secret tutorial. Today is going to be about 40 Fathoms. First level where you might reset at some point because this is a bit RNG sometime, and you will see why in the end of the level. Overall it's pretty okay, you just have to be really careful. So let's go. So first of all, when you finish diving area, what you want to do is you want to swim right and follow those barrels. If you do like I just did, swimming immediately to the right and follow the barrels, you will never be worried by the shark that you will see soon here. So the shark, don't worry, even if you're like this, he won't eat you at all. He's close like this, but he will never eat you if you don't take your time. So just rush here and you're good to go. And then you want to rush anyway because of a brief bar, obviously. And then you have two choices. You can just take the full breathe. Don't worry, the shark is not close enough yet. So you have time to make your bar full and keep going. Or what you can do, you can also immediately dive again. If you did this part like I just did without taking your time, you will have enough breathing to just go emerge quickly and swim down immediately after. So don't worry. So yeah, this shark is completely okay, like I just said. And yeah, you can also do this. You can just emerge like this, immediately swim down, and you're pretty much good to go. If you do it perfectly, you will have enough breathing. So if you're not sure, you can just take a bit of breathing and yeah, do whatever you want. So here you pull that lever. So this is pretty much intended at this point. So it will be close because I actually swam down really early actually. But as you can see, this is enough. So here I lost a bit of health actually, because actually, to be honest, this is the fastest swim down I ever done, to be honest. I didn't even think that was possible. So just wait half seconds that you emerge and then swim down to be sure. So anyway, when you finished, you have two choices here. So after you emerge, you can go the dev intended way that I'm going to show. So dev intended is to go here, up, go here, and pull the next lever. And here you can fly cancel the next thing, but be careful, don't jump here, and don't swan dive here. I saw someone swan diving here. It was pretty fun, but you died. That's how it is. So yeah, if you decide to do that, which is way slower than what I'm about to show, and what I'm about to show is really easy, so yeah, then you jump to that block and you climb here and you're good to go. So this is the dev intended way of doing that room. You can do it, but I don't really recommend it, to be honest, because it's slow and you will see that the way of doing the room, the alternate way, is really easy. So, but as usual, you choose the one you want. I'm just showing what's possible. And yeah, so we're gonna have to do it again, to do this again, because I forgot to save, but it's not too long. I think it's something like 45 seconds of swimming or something. So yeah, here, wait just a bit and you're good to go. If you're more than half brief, it's fine, completely. So you go there, pull the lever. Don't worry about that shark. Again, if you pull the lever, if you were fast enough, if you didn't wait until the shark was close to you to go in the water, don't worry. The shark is gonna be far away. So up, just go there, climb here, and you have two ways of doing this part actually. So the first one is to do this, is to jump here, up. So you can do it YOLO like I just did, or you can just, I'm not sure you can standing jump here, but you can just step back, jump there, and you're good to go. So this part can be a bit bad because if you curve too much left when you start to jump, that will happen. And if you do it a bit later, that will happen and you'll fall in the water. So you will lose time, just be careful. So what I personally do, just aim at this spot like this, up and go here, if you want to do this. Or an even simpler way of doing it. So you can just do standing jump, roll, side flip, roll, and you're good to go. So just one thing, just don't emerge on the right or middle part of the block, because if you do the thing like I just did, you will stumble here. So you will have to have an extra side flip or something. Or you might stumble or something, so be careful about that. If you emerge on the left like this, just standing jump, roll, side flip, roll, and you can do a running jump. And you're good to go. So these were the two ways. They are roughly equally faster. There is one faster, but it's actually really small, so don't worry too much about it. So yeah, once you're here, this is the first part where you're gonna have to be really careful. So there's a guy here, so you can use your autos if you want to kill that guy. Or you can also use Uzis, which is a bit better if you are... It kills him faster. And because it kills him faster, you will have less time to shoot you. So if you really don't trust that level, you can use Uzis. Use the one you want or have. And if you didn't pick up shotgun yet, this guy is gonna drop shotgun if you want it. Not really sure you really need it, but just saying. And here is a trapdoor, so to open it you can just go over here like this, and yeah, to see. Also, don't drop down, because if you drop down, even after killing that guy, oops. So if you drop down somehow and you get here, you can't come back. So if you can't come back, that means that you missed the first secret. So don't drop down, don't just go here, go on the side to kill that guy, pick up his stuff or not, and yeah, don't drop down, just run around here, get the stone secret here, and yeah, it's pretty much done. And this part is important, because if you are not careful, oops, it's not what I wanted to do. If you're not careful, that I will try to make it happen, but I'm not sure it will. So where is this guy? Okay, he's waiting because he's trolling me, obviously. That feel when you try to be hit but you don't get hit. Okay. So if you stand here killing those guys, that can happen. So he can shoot you, but you can't shoot him, for example. So be really careful about that. Don't stand too close to the edge here, or all around the place. What I personally do first is, after you get the secret, first what you want to do is you want to open the thing here, up. And once you did it, you stay on this side, and you first kill the other guy. And from this point, this shotgun guy can't shoot you at all. He never will shoot you if you stand here. So you can just take your time, wait until the melee guy dies. And then, at this point, you just have the shotgun guy to kill. But the shotgun guy can be a pain, because he can shoot you randomly really quickly. So you have to be careful. Just the only thing I can tell you to do is to check where he is. And for example, here he's going to the left, so here there is maybe a chance to kill him. If you don't get the lock, just stand back to be sure he doesn't shoot you. And you keep doing that until you get the lock and can see him. Because he can really shoot you very quickly. So here, for example, I got the lock. And I can just check on him where he is. And if you want to lure him a bit, what you can do is you can just do running jumps here. And generally he will move a bit and you will be able to kill him. So this is the best thing I can tell you to do, is get the lock, run around, wait until he's not facing you, and you should be able to be good. So again, I can trigger this. Wait for this guy. Oops. So generally, if you jump over one of these 4 tiles here, what will happen is the guy will come to this direction, so it will be faster to kill. And then we look for this guy. So where are you? Might get the lock here. Nope. Ah, that was close. And yeah, this is basically how you want to do it. I try to not lock him too much if he's on the right like this, because this is generally the place he will be likely to shoot you from. So if he's running in a circle like this, what you can do is you can just do this and wait until he dies. It's pretty long and boring, but it's a way to do it. And I think he's dead, yeah. So once you kill him, so I don't have any other recommendations of this because it's pretty RNG and it depends where he runs around. Sometimes he's immediately to the left here and it's really good because it's an open area. Or he's on the right and he's really hard to lock. So you will have to practice a bit and see what spots are right or wrong. This spot is definitely wrong if you're looking for him, because he can shoot you some places, you can't shoot him, and etc. So be careful. So then you want to drop on this block here. So if you are here, if you're facing like this, and the block is 1 block away, just go to the edge and roll, and you will land on it. Don't do that if you are here. If you are here, and you get the roll, I think you drop down. Yeah, you drop down and you lose a ton of health. So yeah, be careful, just drop, or you can also obviously drop safely here, grab here, and drop here. This is as you want. So yeah, up. And the first guy drop a med, so you don't care. The gun guy drop harpoons. You don't really need them at this point, so don't worry too much. You don't need to get down. And then there is a slow way. Slow way is actually you can just drop down, and you can also pick up the harpoons because you will drop down, so why not? But yeah, oops. So the slow way is actually to just go here safely, step back here and grab the edge here, up, and go like this. Or a pretty faster way, which looks also better when you drop down. You roll here, running jump, do this. I'm gonna explain quickly how, and do this. So this is a bit more beautiful. Let me check something. I'm not sure you lose health from here. Give me a second. If you miss it, do you lose health? Yeah, you lose a bit of health. So if you miss it, be careful. So up, drop here. You roll 3 step, 2.5 step. When you jump from the first slope, you hold jump on right, and then you hold jump for the other one, and you hold, after you jump, you hold roll, because if you, for some reason at this slope, if you hold jump and roll at the same time, you won't be able to jump. So you twist here, and then you can do immediately a running jump. If you're not comfortable about that, you can just go here, go to the edge, step back, and just do like this. This is really depending on your skill and your confidence and things like that. So choose the one you want. You can also do this if you want to be sure. Up, you can roll here and just do running jump. So yeah, not really too much to say about that. This is really a detail. So yeah, just know that if you miss that jump here, you will lose slight health. That can matter in the end of the level. And then you're gonna get to the Jade Secret. So there is a lever here to open the door, which is a time door to the secret. So there are 2 ways of doing this next part. So you pull the lever, you can rush to the place, which is on the left there. So don't worry, it's permissive. Don't worry. And you can rush and just pray that the fishes are not close and not eating you. And you're gonna have to be careful about the shark here. So here I wasn't really careful, but it worked. So here I got beaten by the fishes. So, oops. So this is what you want to avoid. You want to avoid to stay in the center of a room, because then the shark will be more likely to get close to you after you pull the after you pick up the Jade Secret. So I'm gonna show you again how close he is if you do that. So up. So where are you? So here the shark is actually pretty bad position, but yeah. If you go in the center of a room, so here it's good, but then if you go back to the center of the room, generally that will happen, or it will be really close, and you don't want that because you want to keep your health, and the shark is dealing a lot of damage. So first I'm going to explain the thing about the shark, and then I'm going to explain the thing about the fish. You will see. So yeah, what you want to do in this room is you have generally two positions of the sharks. It will be either in front of you when you get to this room or on the left. So here, for example, you have to analyze it. So here, for example, he's on the left. Well, he's in the center, but he's on your left. So what you want to do is you want to run around the room here, like this. And then you pick up the secret. And then you still stay on the sides to be sure. And as you can see, the shark won't hit you. So this is a good option to go, because the reason is if you swim forward like this without close to the walls, generally it behaves better. You will notice it also in Maria Doria in the next level, where in the shark area, generally when you swim closer to the sides, it's better for RNG manipulation. And also, if you don't rush to the middle of the room, you will have more chances to be in the middle of the room because he's following you. But if you run around the room, what's going to happen is going to follow you in the side of the room. And because you lure him on the other corner of the room, he doesn't have time to come to you when you pick up the secret. So that's also why it works. So again, up. So this was about the shark first. I'm going to show it one more time. So don't worry about this secret here. It's really permissive. You can stumble once, for example. So here you rush, and just one thing, if you see him in front of you, which is rare actually, but if you see him in front of you, of course, don't do the trajectory I did. Do the same trajectory, but first going to the left. So what you will do, you will go like this. So obviously the shark here is bad position, but if he's in front of you when you enter the room, you want to do this. You want to do this trajectory. Sorry, it failed obviously because it wasn't what happened, but because it's rare, I don't want to restart over and over to show you the case. I just want to show you the trajectory. So here you could see in the windows that he was on the left, so it will be good to go forward. Oops, actually never mind, he moved quickly, so you go on the left here. Up. Don't eat me fish, thank you. And yeah, as you can see, it's pretty good. And I can go here. This will work almost every time. So as you can see, don't trust too much what you see in the windows, because you can see that there are windows there. Not sure if they're called in English, water windows or whatever. But yeah, you could see him here in this window, so you could think he was on the left. But the time I ran around, he went to the right, so don't trust too much that thing. So that was it for the shark. About the fishes. So this is RNG if you rush like this. If you rush like this, it's RNG if the fishes are close to you. Oops, didn't pull the lever. This is RNG if you got hit by fishes or not, because their position is relatively random. But you can avoid that, and I will show you how. So I will first show you that they are generally really close to this place here. And they try to eat you, but if you swim forward, generally they won't eat you. But that can happen, and that will happen at some point. To avoid that, what you can do, there is a thing you can do. So first you want to activate the level door, because if you take too much of your time, this door will close. To activate it, you need to stand on this tile. Once you stand on this tile, this door will not close anymore. And then here, for example, you can see the camera. And what small fishes tend to do is when you're close to a window, they tend to follow you and try to eat and be close to you. Be close to you to the window. As you can see, as you will see, they will be close to they will be close to this place here in a bit of time. So what you want to do is you want to stand here. So as you can see, they are coming like here. And when they are close like this, what you can do is, this is your best chance. So it works with fishes. Here it's a coincidence that it works for a shark. Sometimes the shark won't come to you. But here, for example, the shark is here, so it's even better. So when they are close, you can just do running jumps there. Go to the water, and you will be good. You will have enough time to be in the room and actually avoid the fishes like this. You will be close. It's close, but it will work 100% of the time. So again, you just running jumps there, up, running jumps, running jumps. It's important, one thing I didn't mention, it's important that when you arrive here, you swim down. So here, as you can see, they try to hit me, but they can't because they are a bit too far. So yeah, so you swim down. So here I was a bit slow, so they came to me, but yeah, that's another problem that is not related to what I just did. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this room. So generally they won't eat you. I'm telling you, generally they won't eat you, but that can happen. So just mentioning that this is a possibility. And as you can see, if I just do the same trajectory I just did, up, ooh. And as you can see, if I stay close to, so here it was close, but if I stay close to the ground here, I have less chances that the shark will come eat me. It's the same principle as I just mentioned for standing close to a wall. They have trouble because they don't want to eat the wall too much. The water, I try to not touch the wall too much, so that's why it happens. Anyway, that's it for the Jade Secret. And now we are going to go to the burners. So there is a puzzle you have to do. So you need to disable those two burners at the same time. I am gonna trust that you know how to do this. If not, just watch a walkthrough because I'm not gonna explain all of it. Just gonna show you how to do it. So this is a must. You need to do that puzzle, or you can skip it. Actually, there is a way to skip it. If you do standing jump at the right place, and you won't get set on fire, etc. But it's pretty hard. It loses still health, so I don't recommend it. Just do the puzzle. So put the lever here. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Then go here, go to the burner again, and do running jumps. It's important to do running jumps here to have a lot of time to pull the levers, because those are all of them are time levers. Pull that lever, etc. So if you do running jumps here, you have more than enough time to go to the places. Then go to the burners itself to pull this lever, which is going to open the door next to the secret. So here you have to go back there. Oops, I have no idea what was that. So yeah, go here, pull that lever, and it's not over because the time you pull that lever, the other lever stopped. So what you need to do is you need to come back to the burner and pull the first, not the first actually, the lever you pulled to disable those burner or first burner here, because you can see they are back. So you need to go back to pull the second lever you pulled, and then you're good to go. So up, like that. And now both are disabled, and if you just do run and jump, you have all the time in the world to just keep going. So yeah, I'm not gonna explain it because you should know. If you learn NLNMAS, you will know what to do and etc. So yeah, that's it for this. I'm not gonna explain more, and we're good to go to the next area. So if you go directly to water, you respawn a fish here, and if you don't kill him, there is a chance he might beat you later. There is a high chance he might beat you later. So you kind of want to kill him, unless you're really bold or whatever, if it's the right way. So what you want to do is you want to trigger him. So you just move forward once here. You will trigger him, and you can shoot him with uses. Uses generally kills fast. So this is my way of doing it. It's pretty easy. It works all the time. Just roll here, grab to be sure, roll here, move forward once, step back, draw your uses, and shoot. So here it was already triggered, but that will work 100% of time. Up, 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 up. And you will come on. Why don't you come? Okay. Now he's here. So this is the best way, just up, draw your uses, move forward once, and if you can target him, just step back, and you're good to go. So I don't see any other way to really do it. Well, there are other ways, but this is the fastest one probably. Don't do this, because you will be like this, and then you will have to come back, and there is a chance that the fish will be close and hit you. It's better to stand in the water, having your uses draw, because then you're good. You can see that she's targeting him, so you're good to go. So yeah, after killing this fish, just do this part intended, actually. Just swim up. Left, left, so here it's on the left here, the lever is on the left. And then just roll, spam the look button so the camera comes back quicker. Drop down to the thing you opened, and if you got lost at some point or something bad happens or whatever, what you know is this will not close if you emerge. So for example, let's say you don't have enough breathing. So I have enough breathing here, but if you don't have enough breathing, you can swim up here, take breathing, and just come back, and you will have all the time in the world to pick up the secret, because this door will still be open. Where is it? Here. Because the last secret is here. Also, you have to know that what I just did, don't trigger any fish, because the reason of that is that there are going to be 3 fishes, but the fishes trigger when you pick up the secret. So, because you didn't pick up the secret, what's going to happen is that you will be able to swim up without having any fishes issue. So yeah, if not, if you have enough breath, what you can just do is pick up the secret here, up, and you're good to go. So up, and then you swim up, and now we will see fishes. And here it's completely RNG if they beat you or not. It's just, you will lose health a bit if you're unlucky, and if not, it's good. But this is pretty much RNG. I don't recommend trying to shoot those things with harpoons or whatever, because this is not worth. You will have more chances of being eaten by actually. So you can see that they beat me here. They bite me here. Sorry, my English. But if you try to kill them with harpoon, you will lose more health killing them than anything. So just rush and hope that they don't get you, and you're good. And you're at this point. So here are 2 roads, so to speak. So there is an easy and not losing health at all, but slow way, or there is fast way. So first I'm going to show you the slow way. So slow way is to drop here, up. So just drop like this, grab, and drop here, so you're good. If you drop by doing a jump or something, you will lose health, as you can see. You can also drop safely, I guess. So up. So I lost a bit of health still, so you kind of want to do it from the very left, like this. Up, and you won't lose any health. And then you want to go here, you want to go down here. Up. So you can do it like this, and then you go to when you go to go like this, kinda bit slow way. There will be an alternate way that I'm going to show in the quickest route that is a bit faster, implying sliding down this slope here. But yeah. And then here you can push the block and climb, or what you can do is you can just jump on this slope here and grab it, and that saves you the block pushing. So this is really as you want. This is actually pretty easy. You just go here, roughly aim at the edge of a slope, not here, because if you do here you will slide down. Just at the edge of a block, facing a bit right, and you will be able to grab here. One thing, if you go the left like this, that's not what I wanted to show. If you do like this, oops, well, I can't show it, but you want to face a bit right like this. If you get to the slope but aim like this, a bit to the left, like this, that will happen and you won't be able to make it. If you don't like to do this, there is alternate way. Oops, not like this. You can just jump on the block, aim at the same slope here, and just do another jump, and you're good to go. So this is another way to avoid pushing the block. Then you pull that lever, drop safely if you want. So I'm going to show you all the safe way of doing this place in this route. You have to know that you can do a jump that loses really slight damage, as you will see later. But I'm just showing because this is a safe route, I'm going to show you every safe way. And then you go to this hole here. You need to jump over here. Oops, if you can't jump, just take your time. And then go here. Climb there and pull the next lever. And prepare a flare, because you're going to do a flare cancel if you want. So pull that lever that fills the water in the end of close to the end of a level. And here you can drop down on this slope or drop safely, really as you want. If you're not careful, you will lose health. So be careful if you really want to go safe. So yeah, and then you have to go to the other hole here. So up like this. And be careful, be really careful here, because if you miss a jump in the middle of the room, oops, you will die because this is really high. So be careful. Just when you arrive here, when you climb from here, what I recommend to do is go on the left here. So you can do something like this, or take your time. Oops, okay, that worked. Then jump over here, climb and pull this lever. So this is the order if you want to do the safe route that doesn't lose any health, but you will see it's actually slower. And then you're good to go, so be careful, just drop down here. Up. Same here. Oops, well that was poor, but you know what to do. And then when you arrive here, you can roll and do a fake grab. Oops, actually never mind, no. The fake grab is... never mind, it wasn't what I wanted to say. But you can do a fake grab on flare cancel here, or take the stumble as you want. And then jump here, or climb, it doesn't matter, and you're good to go. There will be water, the door will be open, and etc. Or the alternate way, that lose a bit of health, you see that you do this drop here, which lose a bit of health, as you can see. So, up. Then you can go here. So if you don't do it like I just did, you can grab it immediately, but because I'm bad, it didn't work. So here you can do this, or if you're not confident about that, because this is actually a pain in the ass to do when you start. Oops. So this is important here, you drop facing right. Then you can go to the edge here and climb. So this is important, facing right, but if you face too much right, that will happen. And you can't come back to this place, you need to go the intended way. So you need to aim to the right without touching the wall, and you want to drop with speed, or else you will drop down to this tile here, and that will lose more damage, as you can see. So just one drop like this, and you're good. Try to grab here. Once you know you've made it, try to grab a bit, because you go a bit further, and because this slope is getting higher and higher, you will lose slightly less damage. But that's a small detail. So yeah, just the best way to do it is to just be like this, roughly be like this, face it like this, a bit to the right, close to the middle of the block, and then turn right a bit when you're dropping, and you're good to go. So anyway, up, so yeah, drop here, up, flag cancel, you can stop here and do a stunning jump. And you can directly pull that lever, so you won't need to go back to this room again. Then draw another flare, drop here, so you can drop safely, or you can just drop down here, do a flag cancel and keep going. Be sure to drop on this tile here, because if not, oops, if you drop on the tile on the left, you will drop here. Oops, you will drop on this tile here, and if you do that, you will slide on the right, and you will have to do. You will lose time. So yeah, you won't lose health, fortunately, but yeah. So yeah, just pull that lever up. So if you drop the wrong way on the left here, you will drop here. So then you will have to just go here, go here, go here again, etc. So you want to drop on the right here. Up, flag cancel if you want, then here, and then what you want to do is you can do what I just showed you. You can late grab here and get here, and then go to the next part here. Or you can be a bit quicker and just do this. So you can roll here, but you will lose a bit of damage if you don't do anything, as you can see. But you won't lose any damage if you do a late grab. So that means, oops. So if you roll and you do a grab here, a bit late, not immediately, not to fake grab, but you do a late grab before, after half of seconds when you drop. So you grab, so she's moving slightly forward, so she falls on the higher part of the slope, so she doesn't lose damage. So that's what you want to do. Or if you're not confident about those things, you can just drop safely, it's not a problem. Just mentioning it. So yeah, what I personally do is I roll, grab here, and you're good to go. Here, twist jump to be able to keep running. And you can do what I showed you earlier, like this. This is a thing you can do, actually, but this is hard, and for NLNMAS it's pretty much useless. But just showing it, you can jump from here, on the slope here. You can grab if you're not sure, but you can also do this jump without grabbing. But if you miss it, you will take more time to recover. So when you do NLNMAS, what I recommend is just try like this. If it works, it's good. Prepare to jump. If it doesn't work, you will fall here. So then you will just be able to go here and do the same thing I showed you earlier. Or you will drop here. And then what you can do is you can just do the recovery block I just showed you. So really do it how you want to do it. And if you fail, you can have a lot of recoveries and etc. So I'm just showing what's possible. I'm not going to explain too much into details because this actually saves 2 seconds and it's not health related on anything. So yeah, then pull that lever, and as you can see, if you do this jump here, you will lose a bit of damage. So here I stumbled because I did it wrong, but you will lose a bit of damage. But as you can see, this is really slight, so you can afford that damage loss. It's okay. But if you really want to keep all your health for the rest of the level, it's okay, just do it safely. But yeah, you can do like this, up, pull the lever. So what I do is I personally one jump, 1 to 3 steps, aim to the left here. Oops, that's not actually how I do it. It depends also where you pull the lever from, obviously. If you pull the lever on the left, it will be a bit different. But yeah, up. So here, up. So here, I'm not sure it's gonna work. Okay, nice. So you pull the lever. And just showing quickly. So turn, running jump, 1, 2, 3. Oops, no, actually it's 2.5. Okay. So turn, jump, 1, 2, 2.5, and here you can keep running. And as you can see, the health loss is really minor. So do it as you want, but yeah, this doesn't really matter too much. And then you climb here again, and you do the same thing. So what you can do is there is a sequence I'm going to show you quickly. So when you arrive here, try to climb on the left here. And if you want to be fast, you can just turn a bit like this, do a jump twist, and you can do a running jump directly here. If not, you can take your time, it's no problem. So I'm showing quick sequences and things like that, and if you don't know how to do them or anything, you don't really mind, you just do slow way. And I know you're here generally watching this video generally about the health loss, which can be an issue, especially in this level, so yeah. Not gonna enter too much detail for that. So once you pull that lever, if you pulled it on the right, you do a standing jump here, and you can drop safely here, up. Then you can roll here, and slide down calmly. Or you can be a bit quicker. If you pull it like here from the left, you can do a walk run jump here, without losing minimal damage. So you can see, I still lose damage, but as you can see, it's really, really minor. You barely can see it. But if you do this being too much right, like here, for example, what will happen is that you will lose more damage. As you can see, I'm losing more damage because I'm falling on the lower block. So be careful if you want to try that. Be sure to be on the left of the lever to be able to lose minimal damage. So the sequence is just walk around jump, draw a flare because you're gonna need it, roll here, you will fall on the slopes, and you can be able to standing jump and then flare cancel here. If you don't want to do this, you can just drop safely like this up. So don't drop like I just did, because that might happen. Just if you want to be sure, just roll off here, up, roll off here, go forward a bit, and you're good to go. Draw a flare here again to be able to flare cancel because it's a bit faster and it's free. But yeah, whatever you do, you will have, if everything is going okay, you should roughly have that health or a bit less at this point. So yeah, if you got bitten by a fish once or twice, it should be a bit less, but it should be fine still. Because the next part is completely RNG anyway. So here, if you want to be a bit faster, oops, don't do this, obviously. If you want to be a bit faster, you can jump from here and reach here. If you can't do that, you can just calmly go here and climb manually. Just a bit slower. And then you're good to go to the water and the last area. Oops, sorry, which is actually the RNG part of this area. So here you can rush it, but you will be hit by the scuba dive. What the fuck are you doing here? It's not supposed to. It never happens. It's the first time I see him like this. Oops. So generally, if you rush, he will be here already and shooting him two or three times. That's what it happens. So here, for some reason, he's here, but that's what happens. If you want to avoid being shot by the scuba diver, what What you can do is you can just swim down here and you wait. So you have to wait. So here, because he has a weird RNG which is far. Oh my god, okay. I got a weird RNG obviously. Sorry. So here I have no idea why it's like this. Okay, let me check something. Okay, triggers here. Okay. So if that happens, which shouldn't happen at all, I never saw that RNG actually. I'm gonna be honest, but I'm gonna show you what you can do. So if he's coming to you like this, it's good. So yeah, you have choices. If you drop down to water and if you hear him, you have to wait. But if he's in this situation, just go to him. Be careful to see that he's not swimming down. And yeah, and from here he's gonna, when you reach here, you wait a bit and he's gonna drop down. So you can rush. I don't really know what to say because I've never faced that situation before. So here, for example, stay here for a second. And once you hear him getting down, you can just come back here. No problem. So you will not encounter this, I'm telling you, but just in case it happens, just go here. And when you hear that, did you hear that animation? There is an animation sound that tells you that he's not emerging anymore. That's where you have to hear. So play it back again, you will see, you will hear it. This animation here. Then he will, if you turn back immediately and go here, you will be able to lure him again. So that's good. And then you will be able to do this. Come on. So it will take a bit of time because it's further obviously, but you wait for him to go here and then you can go. And you won't take any damage. If he's in a normal behavior and you rush like this, he will be here, and you will lose a bit of damage because he's gonna shoot you 2 or 3 times depending how lucky you are. So where is my save? Yeah, my save is too far. I wanted to show the normal RNG, but I can't right now. You will see it in the demonstration of the roads in the end of this video, so don't worry. But yeah. So up. So generally it will be closed, so you won't have to wait that long, but you will wait here on the side of the door. And yeah, when you will see him with this camera, you will have to swim and go here, and he won't touch you at all. Here, be sure you have your uses, because you're gonna need them to kill those next 2 guys really fast. So this is the RNG part of this level. This is the very end. That's why you want to keep having the highest health possible at this point. And I just have 1 or 2 things to recommend, but except the things I'm gonna recommend, it's basically RNG, because it depends how they spawn, how they behave before you get out of water. So sometimes you won't get shot at all, and sometimes you won't even be out of the water and you're gonna be instant hits by the shotgun guy. So this is really RNG, but there are a couple of ways to change that. So first, you don't want to do this. You don't want to emerge here on the right here. So here I was lucky, but if you imagine the right, there is a chance, and a higher chances, that this guy will be in a fury. I don't really know how to call the state is, but basically what I'm going to try to show. So I'm going to use med here, but it's just to show you the behavior. Yeah, that state here. Generally, if you come from the right, there is a high chance that he's going to have that fire rate, and that's not good because he's going to destroy you. So to avoid that, it's better to climb on the left. So you don't want to climb on the on the middle as well, the tile in front of you, because the same thing is going to happen. I'm going to save again to avoid waiting too much. So if you climb here as well, it will do, there is a chance that the same will happen, like this, for example. So as you can see, this is pretty dumb because you climbed and you already took 3 shots. The best way to avoid that situation a bit, it's not 100% sure you will avoid it, but there is high chances, is to emerge on the left here, on the tile on the left, but it's not the only thing. So here, for example, it's good behavior. And you can shoot them both. But depending how he spawns or how he behaves, if you emerge here on the right of the block here, on the right of the block, there is a chance that he does it like this, for example. Sorry, I took my time to show you, but it should be quicker. So if you emerge here, there is a chance that, so here he was on my right, so it was pretty okay. But if he stays on the left, he's gonna shoot you immediately again. So to avoid that, the best thing is to shut up. I'm trying to explain things. If you try to emerge on the left of the block here, like this, you will have more chances to be behind him. So this is still RNG, but there is more probabilities that you will be fine if you climb on the left of this block here. So I hope I can do it here because scuba dive is an issue. Okay, good. So it's better if you climb here. If you climb here, it's still good because you climb on the left, but there's more chances that you will be in front of him when you climb. If you climb from here, there's less chances. So this is, you really want to climb on the left of the block to be able to be behind him, because the gun guy is the issue. The melee guy is generally fine. He can push you in the water, and then it's awful, but it's rare and it's not related to where you emerge anyway. So yeah, but yeah, generally what you want to do is you want to climb. So if he's on your right, it's good. You can just shoot him and side flip like this, and then you will kill him. If he's in front of you, you can pretty much do the same. And if he's on your left, what you do is you take the lock and you run around like this and roll, so you are behind him. You don't care about the melee guy, you want to shoot the shotgun guy first. So this is pretty much all I have to say about that spot, about that place. So try to aim on the left. If you are not on the left of a block here, for example, if you are on the right here, don't do this. For example, don't stay here, do this and climb, because it's useless to stay in the water too much. You want to get out of the water as soon as you can. Just if you're on the right, if you emerge on the right of a block, you are okay. I did a mistake. I didn't do it exactly right, but it's okay. Just climb and see what's going on. So for example here, it was probably the worst RNG you can get. And as you can see, this is bad. So there is also another solution if that happens. So you can just run around like I just did. So here it didn't work because it was pretty unlucky. But you can also do something like that. You can just do something like this, for example. But if you are too much to the right and you aim wrong, what can happen is that you fall in the water like this. Oops, oh, it didn't happen. Oh, maybe you can't actually. Come on. Let's try. No, okay, you can't, never mind. Okay, I thought you could. So yeah, when you... Shut up. So if you emerge like this, you can just turn a bit like this after drawing guns and side flip. It's actually a bit better if he's already in start shooting you. And because you will be behind him, so he won't be able to shoot you. And this is pretty much the last thing I can say. So you will have to practice this place a bit, but except you will realize quickly that this is pretty much RNG. So that is a good strat if you're not scared of turning a bit when you emerge and doing a side backflip. And yeah, can't say much more, I think. Oops. You can also probably do a side flip. But you might lose the lock, so be careful about that. This is important to keep the lock to the shotgun guy, because if you hit the melee guy, well, the shotgun guy is way more dangerous. So, yeah. So yeah, this is really rare RNG, but that can happen. Be prepared for it. And yeah, you will practice, you will see different cases. I just showed you the main cases, the one on the right, the one on the left, and here what happened is a really rare cases, a very rare case, so be ready for it. And yeah, you can pick up this guy's shotgun if you want, or you can pick up harpoons here. Be careful, if you are low on health after the fight, what I recommend to do is I recommend you to pull the lever immediately and to finish the level. The reason is, if you are really low health and you go pick up the harpoon, what can happen, if you're really unlucky, is that the scuba dive emerge here and shoot you with harpoon. That can happen, but that's not rare. I would say it's 50-50 roughly or something. It depends what you do during the fight, but yeah. You want to be careful about that if you're low health. So yeah, try to emerge on the left. So here it was okay. And then you can do this. So here it was pretty much perfect. So here I can pick up harpoon, for example. Can even pick up a shotgun, and I'm good to go. And if I wait a bit, if I take my time, the scuba dive might come, but it's not happening all the time. And anyway, then you go here and finish the level. So that's it for 40 Fathoms. Practice it. This is one of the hardest point of a run, probably. It's RNG, but you want to practice to see what happens when you do some things and etc. So if you have any question, you can ask in the commentary. And next level is going to be Mario Doria, probably one of the hardest one. And see you next time.
Ugh.